Hey guys, Cam for 15 back at it with another video for you guys. Back with another episode review of Hell's Paradise. Yes, I finally review it on the day, an episode review on the day it comes out instead of waiting like damn near 6-7 weeks, right? Anyways, we got the conclusion of Yuzuriha and Gabimaru's fight with their Tensei member, and then oh Jesus, don't. I really hope she's not dead, dude. I really hope Yuzuriha's not dead. Because if they kill Yuzuriha off, bro, I don't know what else do I have to do to watch this fucking show, bro. If there was one character outside of like Sagiri and Gabimaru I wanted to see make it off the island alive, it was Yuzuriha. And now they more than likely killed her off. Now it potentially could be a bait and switch. We did not see her die for realsy. They basically left it off in a way where it's implied that she did die, but we'll see. But there's that, right? But anyways, the fight again between this round 2 fight of Gabimaru and Yuzuriha versus this Tensei member was insane, dude. Absolutely insane. And I guess Gabimaru is on a ticking time bomb now of how long he's got left to live. And we see this dude's determination to try to see his wife, even if this wife is potentially just something, a figment of his imagination, right? So we have it to where this dude ingested one of the plants, and obviously took on the abilities like Chozo did, where he can basically regenerate. Now, he's actually using his Tao to keep the whole thing in control to where he's able to, maintain it and regenerate. But the more he does regenerate, the more it starts to eat away at his life and will eventually turn him into what you see as those flowers and things like that. Now, by being able to regenerate, he's able to actually take some of the blows the Tensei member is actually like giving him, right? And he's willing to dish punishment back. Now remember, he's still weak against this Tensei member because he has a Tao attribute that's weaker to this guy. So eventually, Yuzuriha gets back involved in the fight. Albeit she has a pretty bad injury, like a good chunk of her freaking, like, abdomen area was like taken a piece of, and she's basically fighting on her last leg. So they basically work together, right? And again, the action or the fighting or the action scenes is absolutely amazing, especially when it comes to Gabimaru using his using his fire ability. And basically what he was doing, Yuzuriha was in a weird way trying to get some openings for Gabimaru. And basically what we get, we not only get the monologue or just the understanding of, this whole idea of Gabimaru deciding to eat the plant to help him regenerate and everything. May was kind of teaching him like, well, if you do this and this. So basically throughout the fight, you're just wondering like, okay, they're not really putting any like critical blows and everything. And we cut back to, again, the planning stages of this whole assault that they were going to do on the castle. And we find out that this guy can, his Tao abilities to keep fighting go on for just 1 hour. So you then have it to where Shion's like, whoa, a full hour? That's a long time to fight. And Gabimaru's like, don't worry, I can do it, right? So you basically have it to where our dude, man, he decided to straight up like he just straight up held the fort down. Him and Yuzuriha fought this dude for a whole ass hour. And after the hour passes, he deforms from his transformed state into the old crooked, form like we saw from the fight against the dude with Shion, right? And essentially Yuzuriha's got to be the one to put the killing blow. But the dude makes the mention is like, oh, if you put your Tao in your weapon, and you infuse it in your weapon, you're going to die, but from this next attack. So Gabimaru remembers like Yuzuriha did say like, look, I only care about myself and I'm going to prioritize myself, so I'm going to prioritize myself over anything. to get off this damn island. That includes my own life, right? But she basically still does the attack. And they put the killing blow and they take this Tenson member down, right? So that's basically it. And then essentially as the episode is ending off, Gabimaru's like, okay, hey, let's go meet up with May and Sagiri. But basically afterward, Yuzuria's like, okay, you go do that. I gotta rest up for a bit. And I'm like, oh no, don't tell me she's on her deathbed and she's dying. So Gabimaru is like, oh, okay, I'll catch up with you in a few, right? So she then starts to lay back and she starts to actually take her clothes off. I'm like, oh my, oh. And well, they don't show obviously like the nipples things, right? But you basically kind of get the same outline. You see the Tenson members when they turn into female characters, right? You just see the boob. Anyways, regardless, right? Regardless. Enough of my gooning, right? You see how she has all these battle scars from the fight, I'm guessing. And she basically flashes back to a moment where she was talking to her sister. And how her sister, we find out like she had a younger sister who who passed away, I believe, due to illness or something like that. And you just have this moment where Yuzuriya is just kind of reflecting and just like, well, I said I was going to do this, but I'm going to fight my goodness, I'm going to fight, every fight like it's my last, and I'm going to do it for my sister. And, it looks like she clearly died, which I'm just like, I knew people were going to die. And I said it time and time again. I said, this character is going to die. Or I said, they're going to die. There's no chances some of these characters come out of here alive. I was thinking Shion was going to die, bro. And to tell me that you're going to take away best girl Yuzuriha, the girl who is an absolute snack, bro, and she's going to be the character that dies out of this? Damn, man. But, you can't say, but then again, like I remember, right? Remember the episode before they did the raid, her and Sagiri were talking how they were going to get off this island together, right? And I'm just like, and I think I said in that episode review, I think I said it clearly, like, oh, that's a death flag. That is 100% a death flag. And it looks like that potential death flag is going to come to fruition. So, yeah, man. Yeah. It looks like this death flag is definitely coming, and Yuzuriya more than likely is dead, and it sucks. Now, we get left off on a cliffhanger where obviously we hear just rumblings in the background, right? Because the Tenson member who was with Sagiri, Sagiri and May, he said he's going to go talk to Rian about everything that's been going on, right? He's going to go see him. But then all this rumbling's happening. He's like, oh, well, that's not good. And we find out that it's obviously the ninjas and then the other Asaimons arriving at the castle, finally here. And that's not going to be good because this might be an absolute bloodbath. So, oh boy, this is, it just went from bad to worse. All our characters defeated the Tenson members that they had to go up against. And, well, guess what? Now they got to deal with another threat. And I don't think our boy, the one dude, is going to be happy that our assignment friends are helping out the prisoners. So, yeah, and then you got the ninjas who are going to here to try to kill Gabimaru. It's like, oh, great. But regardless, this was a great episode of Hell's Paradise. Can't wait to see where the show's going to go next as we're wrapping up with the season. It's very much clear that we got one more season left to go and things like that. But anyways, if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts. Hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Hell's Paradise content or any other anime content I upload to the channel and things like that. But till then, guys, stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day or your night or watching this video, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.